once you're nice and comfortable, just want you to allow your eyes to close. Remember, there's no requirement to keep your eyes closed. You can open and close them as much as you want during the practice. You're always in control. Now, this practice is going to be at least 20 minutes. And I'm just going to go a little quiet, and all I want you to do, I just want you to practice resting and just watching either the breath rising and falling, or maybe going through and just doing a little body scan, maybe just sitting, listening to the sounds, whatever you'd like to do. So just the next 2 minutes, just allowing the mind just to arrive, maybe even taking a couple of arriving breaths and just sort of resting into what looks like will be a really exciting journey for everyone, I hope, over the next 6 weeks together. Enjoy. Maybe this is your first time where you've just been able to sit. Maybe you're noticing busy mind, crazy mind. Remembering those 3 fundamentals, always with kindness. The only way to combat busy mind is welcoming busy mind. You try and outthink busyness with more busyness, and no one is going to win. So if the mind's busy, you're just accepting that, not welcoming it. When I use the word welcome, I always think back to that poem by Rumi. Even back to all the earlier practices where it was about being okay with craziness. Can I allow this to be a bad meditation today? Am I holding on to some expectations that I should be further along with my practice, when in fact a more advanced practice is to be with the busyness, to be with the distraction, to be with all these things that happen in our world. That meditation is really just beginning to become familiar with and experience it, and that maybe I haven't tended to my mind as much as I should have done today, and it's just reminding me of all the things that I should have done or I'm about to do, and that's okay. It's actually doing its job. not going to fight it, I'm just going to relax. And remembering that sort of more object focus, using my breath every time I get distracted just to come back and rest a few moments. Or every time I get distracted, just coming back and getting a sense of the body or the sounds that are going on around us. Even if we use several things within our focus, even if we use the breath and the body, if we're moving more away from the particular object and more into just letting things happen and resting openly. Neither a right or wrong, and from here I just want you to just narrow your focus down a little bit. Just notice that you're breathing. And I want you to know that you're breathing in and saying in, just in your thoughts, not aloud. And knowing that you're breathing out and saying out. I just want you to begin to repeat this practice, just in and saying in, and out and saying out. Now, if you're not so much enjoying breathing practices and you prefer the embodiment type of practices, and I want you just to use your body instead of the breath. So through this next part, if you just feel like actually today I just want to be a little bit more embodied, go through and notice the different types of sensations internally, then please feel free to. I'll be guiding like we're doing a breathing practice, but I want you to know that you're always in control. That you don't have to follow my words to script. And I want you to be confident in knowing that you know what's best for you at this point in time. But for those that are just watching their breath at the moment, it's just knowing that you're breathing in and you're just saying in on that in-breath. Or maybe you want to use calm and ease. You're breathing in and saying in. And breathing out and saying out. And that's all we're going to do just for the next couple of minutes. Just continuing to calm our system down. Remind our mind that we're going into this meditation. We're trying to remember that distraction is good. Let the mind get distracted. Come back onto your breath, come back into your body, or into the sounds. That it is that failure that forges these new neural pathways. That's just not me, that's the science. That's what the science points to. That is that failure to remain present, that failure to remain calm, the failure to do all these things that begins to motivate our brain to understand and reflect and look at things differently. That's all we're trying to do, is just show that it doesn't need to just be about remaining present completely. Ultimately that's the goal, yes, but to get there we have to fail We have to fail over and over and over again. From here, what I want you to do, I want you to begin to explore into the body, so moving away from just the particular breath. I want you to continue to use those words, the in and the out, or the calm and the ease. Whatever you're wanting to use today. And I want you just to begin to expand it, just to include the whole body. So whilst the breath still happens very naturally, very controlled, knows exactly what to do, remembering the quality of your breath too. Is it through the nose, soft jaw? Am I breathing down into my stomach? I just want to get you to get a sense of you sat there, whether it's on your couch, on your cushion, on a chair. Excuse me. And as you do this, I just wanted you to change the phrase just to say to yourself, I am breathing. Again, just in your thoughts, this I am breathing. I am breathing. And just imagining yourself just sitting there, comfortable, relaxed. And I am breathing. And you're going to let your whole body and your breath and this mantra become your area of focus. Just getting a sense of your posture. And we're coming back to that 7 points of posture practice. How you're feeling. Are you comfortable? Relatively upright. Shoulders back, soft jaw. I am breathing. I am breathing. I am breathing. And as you're sitting there, relaxing, resting, noticing the movement of breath, the sensations of your body, I want you to begin to expand your awareness, maybe to the family in your home, the people outside, the birds. And just recognizing all of these people like you are breathing too, the animals, insects. The trees. And recognizing this truly interdependent nature, this relationship that we have together, that we are breathing. And the same energy that powers me, allows me to live and exist. It's the same energy that everything on this earth utilizes. And in fact, we are all breathing together. That this prana, this universal energy, this breath, truly connects everyone. And I'm just wanting you to change that phrase to we are breathing. We are breathing. We are breathing. And even just letting that awareness just spread even further into that person that you met. Maybe it's the first time you've ever worked together or even said hello to each other. But right now they're sat in their rooms, breathing, reminding them of the truly interdependent nature of this world, that we all rely on each other, that none of us can do this alone, and that we are breathing. And I just want this other person to be, I guess, part of that object of your practice. Just imagining they just sat in, whilst it's sat in your mind, just imagine them sat with you. I like to think about this other person as sat in front of me. You can imagine them sat anywhere in your room. You're just imagining you could almost feel into their presence. This idea that we are breathing. And as you begin to work together and just sitting and resting and noticing that we're breathing, again just continuing just to remind yourself with that we are breathing. anytime you get distracted, remembering that truly human nature of both of you practicing together, that other person is probably getting distracted too, and just keeping them in your thoughts. That there is no perfect practice. And our mind wanders and we come back and we rest. We are breathing. Just keeping this other person in your thoughts. And just letting their presence just calm you down just a little bit further, allowing you just to rest a little bit more into your practice. We're not doing this alone. That we are breathing. We are truly interdependent, interconnected. Inseparable. We are breathing. Anytime your mind wanders, you just come back and rest. Imagine that other person just sat there practicing with you. And even like you could feel out and feel into their presence. We are breathing.